Right now, election stunner Donald Trump elected president again this morning. His message to America. Also, a local group is revolutionizing the way families explore disability services. We'll take a look at BARC's Innovative Explorability Week when we're joined in studio.
Plus, the rain is gone, but the clouds linger. Cloudy skies right now. A little bit chilly out there in Brisk, but I'll have this coming up for you in just a moment.
Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Art Jarrett.
It is Wednesday, November 6th, a big news day. Lots to get to. We'll get straight to that. But first, we got to get our weather update. Will we see the sun today?
Yes, we will.
Yay!
We'll see it in the afternoon. It'll take its own sweet time, but it'll head on into our area. In fact, we'll get into at least partly cloudy skies to be exact. Chilly conditions for you to start with, cooler conditions today. We have the brisk morning. The leaves have been rustling, but the leaves will back off as well as the winds as we go into your afternoon. We're going to lose some of that wind, and it'll get down to at least below 5 miles per hour. Right now, you take a look at CityCam. It's quiet out there and about, but if you get a little bit closer to those trees, you can see them doing their little hippie shake out there. We'll go into the rainfall that we picked up over the last, say, 24 hours. As that gets out of the way, this is what we picked up. You can see now this just kind of changed on me over the last few minutes, but we picked up at least 3/4 of an inch all the way down to about 1/4 of an inch in some cases. Now, I've got the Veterans Day flag kind of flapping there for her because that's coming up on Monday. That's right, and we have now dry and cooler conditions with the cloudy start, as I mentioned, sunshine and dry conditions going into the next couple of days. Then the weekend rolls around. We have some shower potential popping into the picture, and of course that's more along the lines of Saturday coming in later on in the evening and overnight, but Sunday is going to be at least going through the morning and into the early afternoon. That being said, let's take a look at what I've got going on for you. Current temperatures in the 40s if you're heading on out right now. If you're going over to the eastern portion or western portion of the Mississippi, you're going to be in the 30s. Back to you.
Turning now to that breaking news from the campaign trail, CBS News now officially projecting former President Donald Trump is heading back to the White House. CBS News' Jared Hill is in Washington with the very latest update.
I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Early this morning, the Trump-Vance campaign claimed victory ahead of CBS News' projection that former President Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
Speaking to supporters in West Palm Beach, Florida, he promised unity.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try.
At Vice President Kamala Harris's alma mater, Howard University, supporters grew less enthusiastic. The crowd later dispersed after a top campaign official told them Harris would wait to address supporters and the nation later today.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted.
According to CBS News exit polls, the state of democracy was the biggest issue for Harris voters. But for Trump supporters, it was the economy.
The Democratic ticket all the way for human rights.
While he was the president, everything was nice and smooth, and I still had money left in my pocket.
A vast majority of voters nationwide described the economy as bad after heading into the voting booth yesterday.
CBS News also projecting the U.S. Senate will flip to Republican control. The balance of power in the House is still to be seen. Turning now to the Senate race here, where it is a tight one. We see here Democrat Tammy Baldwin against Republican challenger Eric Hovde. Now, it looks like it is still 49-49. At least that's what we're reporting here. I thought that this had maybe changed, that she was inching ahead. I guess we will check on that and get you guys that update. Now to Wisconsin's 3rd district, the race between Republican incumbent Derek Van Orden and Rebecca Cook. Take a look at the results here. Van Orden with 51% and Rebecca Cook with 49%. We caught up with Van Orden last night. He was already declaring victory.
I'm very thankful for all the help we got, and I just was talking up here. I want to make sure that Rebecca Cook understands that I'm going to represent her as well as everybody standing in this room at this party. Every single Democrat, every single Republican, Libertarian, independent person I represent in this district, and I'm very thankful that they sent me back to D.C. to do it for 2 more years.
Up in a lot of urban centers. winners as well. And
Cook held a watch party in Eau Claire. She has yet to concede the race. To Wisconsin State Senate and District 32, where incumbent Brad Pfaff has won, defeating Stacey Klein. You see here that has been called 52% for Brad Pfaff, 48% for Stacey Klein. And in District 7, Republican incumbent Tom Tiffany defeated Democratic challenger Kyle Kilborn. The results here, 64% of that vote going to Tom Tiffany. Some key state assembly races remaining in focus this morning. Take a look here, 50-50 in the Doyle versus Hipsch race. That is in the 94th district. Hipsch says he is considering a recount. The contest played out in one of several districts that were redrawn under Wisconsin's new politically balanced maps.
The closest race we've seen the 94th, in the history of the 94th. We've done 35,000 doors. We knocked on so many doors, talked to so many people around this area who are very passionate. And actually, I've been getting texts and calls all night. They're asking me to do a recount, and I'm going to have to look at it. But it is the closest race we've seen in the 94th, and I can't thank oh my gosh, I can't thank them enough.
In Assembly District 95, incumbent Democrat Jill Billings will retain her seat after defeating her Republican opponent. That was Monroe County Board Chair Cedric Schinsler. We'll take a look at that graphic in just a moment to get you guys the percentages. Here you go. So Jill Billings, you see her here, 52% of that vote, Assembly District 95. In the 96th district, Democrat Tara Johnson has swiped the seat from Republican incumbent Lauren Oldenburg. You see here, 51% of that vote going to Johnson. And District 93, we've got Democrat Christian Phelps. He is taking the seat after defeating Republican James Roblicki. Turning now to the Senate race in Minnesota, we've got Amy Klobuchar here. She will serve her 4th term in D.C. after defeating Republican Royce White. In the House race, Republican incumbent Brad Finstad defeating his challenger, Rachel Boehm. The time now is 6:07, still ahead on your morning news. They could affect your wallet. We'll take a look at what local school referendums passed and what that means for your taxes. First, taking a live look at the White House this morning. The sun is coming up there and Donald Trump is on the brink of returning to the White House. As we go into break, we'll take a look now at some of the other key races. In Cali?
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
The lawyer you choose makes a difference because you get this one chance to get this right, and you want somebody that's going to fight for you and get you the resolution that you need. I'm so glad that I called BGR.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a cruciate ligament injury or torn ACL? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in knee reconstruction using the TPLO. This is a gold standard that's been used by veterinarians for over 40 years and provides the strongest fixation in ACL repair. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
It's here, the Veterans Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. With store-wide sale prices, special financing, and free gas. Plus, veterans and active military families get an additional gift from Drury's. Only at Drury's will you find beautifully tailored sofas and chairs, handcrafted bedrooms and dining rooms, a huge selection of premium leather, and the designers to help you put it all together. Sale prices, special financing, and even free gas. The Veterans Day sale, happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When I called other lawyers, I wasn't even sure who was going to be representing me. Once I called BGR and talked to Brian, I felt secure immediately. I'm so glad that I called Bygoff and Rohde.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
Well, if you're just joining us, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Starting out a bit chilly this early morning, then we're going to get back into the cool for the afternoon. We have some brisk conditions out there as we have a little bit of light wind still holding on to the area, but they'll back off those winds as we get into the afternoon, so expect just cool conditions later on today. We're holding on to some 40s widespread. According to do the map here, looking if you go over to the Minnesota and Iowa side, you're looking at, again, the 30s holding on there. Yesterday, this was showing we'd even get some 30s here, but that didn't happen since, hasn't happened since last night. We'll go right back into how this all looks. 24-hour temperature change, or at least to 5 to about 8 degrees cooler than we were 24 hours ago. And then we'll go right into your fog and low cloud activity. Most of that is also staying over to the west of the Mississippi. And of course, that stays out of our way until we get through the 9 o'clock hour. You'll see here, most of it stays across, doesn't cross the Mississippi. And holding on to that, we're looking at even Eau Claire stays pretty well, all the way up into Menominee. They're getting about 5 miles visibility. Everybody else still holds on to 12 miles visibility. That being said, here's a look at your winds. They are light. La Crosse is back. They were at 10 as we rolled into the 4 o'clock hour in the morning, but now as we get back into the current time, right, 6 o'clock, you're looking at 8 miles per hour for the local winds here. So that means brisk conditions will ensue, continuing as we go right into cloudy skies, lasting right through the morning hours. Excuse me. And we'll carry that over into the noon hour as well. We'll do the same for La Crosse, but you get to stay in the sunshine, though, in and out of it for a while, going right through Eau Claire into the noon hour, where you take it up to 48 degrees. And you can see what the school forecast is for you, for kids heading out to school this early morning. When I come back, I'll have more about this for you. Back to Alexandra.
Continuing our election coverage now, checking in on state referendums, this one to add language to make sure only U.S. citizens could vote in Wisconsin elections. That one passed with 71%, or 70% now that it has been called, agreeing. 84% of precincts had been reported at the time. Eau Claire school referendum passing with 64% of the vote. That increases the school district's funding by $18 million a year for the next 4 years. And in West Salem, the school district there had 2 referendums. The first, $28 million for capital improvements, 59% voting in favor of that, with 41% against. And the second referendum there would let the district exceed its revenue limit by $3,500,000 for operational expenses. 53% of voters supporting that as well. In Prairie du Chien, the referendum there failing, with 57% of voters voting no. The $10 million referendum would have helped maintain staff and programs over the next 4 years. Voters in the La Crosse School District approved that $53 million plan to consolidate schools in the city we've been telling you about. That passed by a 61 to 39% vote.
I think people recognized through the high school referendum that our story wasn't changing.
we still are seeing declining enrollment. We are still seeing financial issues. We are still going to have to do something, and I'd rather close facilities and consolidate and maintain cultures together and communities together than to have to worry about we have to eliminate people. So I think this is just, I'm so glad that we are going in a positive direction with the referendum result.
Under the new referendum, State Road and Hinton will now be combined with a new building, while also closing Spence and Emerson. Time now 6:15. Let's check back in with Art for our weather update.
All right, as we get back into it here, we'll go into your forecast looking at the possibility of clouds getting out of the way slowly but surely through the afternoon, getting to partly cloudy conditions. We have sunshine and dry conditions going into the next following 2 days. And then by the time the weekend rolls around, you're looking at shower potential. It's about a 50% chance. We look at the western portion of the United States. You've got a huge trough just kind of dropping down again, coming out of Canada as well as by way of the Gulf of Alaska there. You're holding on to several states that are going to pick up some snow over the next few days, and that's going to exacerbate the issues for them. For us, though, we'll get back into this. This is the rainfall we picked up last night. It's exiting out, but the clouds are still holding on here locally. So we have a mix of cooler air as well as, well, some of that humidity coming out of the Gulf. You see that in the red there, still sticking around. That being said, look at the dry slot kind of working across all the way from the Gulf, extending all the way into St. Louis as well as Chicago, heading up to the UP as well. We've got the cloud cover still sticking around for us, as you can see up there by the Twin Cities as well as La Crosse. That being said, there's that look at that trough. It is huge, and the hot conditions down to the south, so that means you get down to the Gulf and you're looking at warmer conditions in there. That whole stay as we go right into the latter portion of the work week here, going right into mild conditions for Friday, holding on for that, and then still hot to warm conditions and mild conditions down to the south. That being said, it carries over into Saturday as well, but that also means the possibility of some well, drier conditions for the next couple of days. We'll see that as the skies kind of part a little bit slowly but surely with the rainfall. We have our cloudy skies here, though, you can see down to the surface and in the upper to middle atmosphere. That being said, I want to take it down to the south, back to the Gulf. Temperatures 84 to 85 degrees down there. Hinia, that's Rafael. That is a hurricane right now, and it will be tracking its way going toward, say, maybe Texas or towards somewhere by Houston, perhaps, maybe even Galveston. So for now, it has moved away from looking at it as if it was going towards a direct shot for New Orleans. That being said, we've got warmer conditions on the way for us here locally as we go through the next several days. Taking a look here, the average temperatures between 46 and 51 degrees. Our temperatures around 29 to 34 degrees as we go into this early November. That's what it looks like now. But for now, you can see the temperatures are a little bit above that right now, holding on to 40s and 50s eventually today. We'll get into the cooler side of things as we roll right back down from the central zone to the south zone, then back up to the north zone. You're going to be seeing conditions here. There's the central zone, across at 52. Want you to see that. And we'll go back to the north zone. You're looking at Ladysmith at 48, getting into 49 as you go into Fall Creek. But Eau Claire holding on to at least about 50 degrees for your day today. All right, and away we go. We're looking at low 50s today with middle 50s tomorrow, upper 50s as we go into Friday. So temperatures are on the increase. We're going to be back in the mild. Even with the rainfall coming through the next couple of days, we're looking at temperatures still holding on to mild. We'll slide right into next week on Veterans Day for Monday, looking at 58 degrees with 60 on Tuesday. A little bit of rainfall on the way from 20 to 30% chance. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Art. A look at more key races is just ahead, but first, Jacob Lesendorf has what's coming up in your morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, one area volleyball team is gearing up for a trip to the state tournament. Hear why they like their chances. Coming up soon.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture. Furniture, and everything is on sale in living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. Take an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years. Plus, all Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade. GMC.
Come on, guys, smile. Hi, Mom.
Guess who's home? Okay, everyone smile.
Choosing Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben was the best decision I made.
They just came in and said, we've got this, use us, we do this all the time. And I did trust them very much throughout the whole process.
To have a law firm to represent me with dignity and honesty. And I am here to say thank you to them the best way that I possibly can.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Get Progressive Rug savings right now at all Homeworld rugs. The more you buy, the more you save on your total rug purchase of $199 or more. Get up to $500 off sale prices. Every style is on sale now at up to 50% off regular prices. The Progressive Rug Sale, now at Homeworld Rugs.
A critical program helping vets recover from PTSD.
I was going to end up killing myself or someone else anyway.
We're not their first choice, second or third, or sometimes even their fourth choice, but we are almost always their last resort.
Thursday at 6.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Download the News 8000 app today.
The Blitz. Typically, there are some tense moments on the road to the state tournament. For one area volleyball team, the bigger the stage, the better they've played. The Aquinas Blue Golds have a flair for the dramatic lately, winning each of their last 3 playoff matches in 5-set fashion. Most recently, they took down Laconia in the sectional final to punch their ticket to the WIAA state tournament for the first time since 2019. The Blue Golds have all the necessary elements of a top-tier squad: high-flying hitters, stout defense, and the belief that they can hang with any team across the net from them.
I feel like now that we played all these hard teams and we have so much depth from those 5 sets, I feel like now going into the state tournament, we're going to be ready, condition-wise and just ready mentally.
I think we have incredible determination. We can for sure put away a ball, and we'll always come back and we just keep on fighting. No matter what the score, we just stay and we focus on our game. It doesn't really matter what the score is. We just know what we need to do to win, and we go out and do it.
And it's head coach Danielle Dolan's first season in the position, and she knows exactly what her players are feeling, as she was part of the first Aquinas volleyball team to go to state back in 2016. And the message will be simple for her squad before the first serve goes up.
When they walk into the Rush Center on Friday morning, to just take it all in and realize how much work they've done just to get to that moment, and that they just have to key into what we've done all season. They don't have to do anything special. They just have to play the volleyball that they have played all season.
Aquinas is the top seed and will be taking on the 4th-seeded Bonduelle Bears bright and early Friday morning at 8 a.m. from Green Bay. And the winner plays Saturday at 2:30. Best of luck to the Blue Golds. I'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley stain-resistant fabric, where have you been all my life Black Friday event. But don't wait. It's also the Ashley you can save up to $1,000 store-wide Black Friday event.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
The holidays, and holiday trips, and holiday toys, and holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CEHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
If you're a young person and you haven't already buried yourself in debt, I've got good news for you. I can teach you how to fund your kids' college education without going anywhere near a student loan and help you retire as a millionaire. If you're interested, give me a call. If you're skeptical, give me a call. One guarantee, I will try to sell you nothing.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley Mommy Needs This More Than Anything Else in the World Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley You Can Get 0% Interest for 72 Months Black Friday event.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
CBS News is projecting Donald Trump will win the 2024 presidential election. CBS's Jared Hill is on the campaign trail with the latest for us.
I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Early this morning, the Trump-Vance campaign claimed victory ahead of CBS News' projection that former President Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
This was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
Speaking to supporters in West Palm Beach, Florida, he promised unity.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite And we're going to try.
At Vice President Kamala Harris's alma mater, Howard University, supporters grew less enthusiastic. The crowd later dispersed after a top campaign official told them Harris would wait to address supporters and the nation later today.
We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted.
According to CBS News exit polls, the state of democracy was the biggest issue for Harris voters. But for Trump supporters, it was the economy.
The Democratic ticket all the way for human rights.
While he was the president, everything was nice and smooth, and I still had money left in my pocket.
A vast majority of voters nationwide described the economy as bad after heading into the voting booth yesterday.
Whoever wins the presidency will have to work with the Republican Senate after CBS News has called several key races for GOP candidates. The balance of power in the House is to be determined. Now to the Senate race here, and this is a tight one. This is between Democrat Tammy Baldwin and Republican challenger Eric Hovde. Now, so far, Baldwin is ahead. This just happened. Hovde was in the lead. Now, just within the past hour or so, Baldwin inching forward with 25,000 votes. 92% of precincts have reported on Facebook. Baldwin is declaring victory. Hovde declared victory last night, but again, this has not been called. Very, very tight race. Stick with us. We will keep you updated. Now to Wisconsin's 3rd district, the race between Republican incumbent Derek Van Orden and Rebecca Cook. Van Orden is in the lead with 51% of the vote. We caught up with him last night where he was already claiming victory.
I'm very thankful for all the help we got, and I just was talking up here. I want to make sure that Rebecca Cook understands that I'm going to represent her as well as everybody standing in this room at this party. Every single Democrat, every single Republican, Libertarian, independent person I represent in this district, and I'm very thankful that they sent me back to D.C. to do it for 2 more years.
Cook held a watch party in Eau Claire. She has not conceded the race this morning. And in Wisconsin State Senate and District 32, incumbent Brad Pfaff has won. This has been called. He defeated Republican Stacey Klein. District 7, Republican incumbent Tom Tiffany defeating Democratic challenger Kyle Kilborn with 64% of the vote. Some key state assembly races remaining in focus this morning, especially this one. This is the 94th district. You see here, it is tied right now at 50-50 with a possible recount ahead. Republican Ryan Hibsch says he is considering that option in the race against incumbent Democrat Steve Doyle.
The closest race we've seen the 94th, in the history of the 94th. We've done 35,000 doors. We knocked on so many doors, talked to so many people around this area who are very passionate, and actually I've been getting texts and calls all night. They're asking me to do a recount, and I'm going to have to look at it. But it is the closest race we've seen in the 94th, and I can't thank oh my gosh, I can't thank them enough.
And the 94th district is one of several districts recently redrawn under Wisconsin's new politically balanced maps. In Assembly District 95 now, incumbent Democrat Jill Billings, she will retain her seat. This one has been called after she defeated her Republican opponent, Monroe County Board Chair Cedric Schindler. And to the 96th district, incumbent Republican Lauren Oldenburg taking on Democrat Tara Johnson there. Tara Johnson is the called winner, though, with 51% of the vote in District 96. To District 93 now, this one also called. Democrat Christian Phelps will take the seat after defeating Republican James Roblicki. And as we turn to the Senate race in Minnesota, this one has been called. Incumbent Amy Klobuchar will serve a 4th term in Washington after defeating Republican Royce White. And in the House race, Republican incumbent Brad Finstad defeating his challenger Rachel Boehm. Time now is 6:33. We will take a break now from our election recap to check in for a weather update with Art.
Right, as we get into it here, what you're looking at, the possibility of cooler conditions this morning. Starting out, though, with some cloudy skies for the day. As you can see here, eventually we'll get into some partly cloudy skies to start your day. So we get into it. Chilly and brisk this early morning. The leaves have been rustling just a tad bit. As we go into how this all looks for you, you'll also be seeing, we'll get into the afternoon, and it'll be just a cool afternoon. The winds will subside, and things will come back to at least a seasonally normal for today. Ladysmith, 41 degrees right now, 43 in Eau Claire. You get back down to Winona Winona, 43 degrees. La Crosse at 45 for you today, and extending all the way down to Prairie du Chien. And of course, Boscobel, you're looking at 46 to 47 degrees. That being said, cooler as you get over into Iowa as well as into areas areas into Minnesota. But as you can see, the 24-hour temperature change, we're at least about 5 now to about 7 to 9 degrees cooler than we were 24 hours ago. The bigger change is over to our west of the Mississippi. That being said, you get into visibility. Fog is also over there as well. It's going to stay pretty much across the other side of the Mississippi as we go through the morning hours. And of course, by the time we get to 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, it'll subside. Your current observed winds right now looking at 8 miles per hour up to 5 miles per hour up to the north. Kids heading to school today for La Crosse. You're looking at 42 degrees under mostly cloudy to cloudy skies. Then eventually partly cloudy skies for the afternoon at 52 degrees, a little bit cooler on your skin. We'll also be getting into 41 for Eau Claire and 50 degrees by the time you get in the afternoon around 3 o'clock.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Madeline is turning 8 months old today. She loves to play, explore, snuggle, and of course spend time with her family.
And Jaden is also turning 8 months old. Look at him and his pumpkin. He enjoys crawling everywhere, smiling, and spending time with mom and dad.
That is awesome. All right, so Louise is also turning about 8 years old today. He loves playing Minecraft and watching videos to learn about presidents as well.
Oh, what a fitting birthday. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old, we'd love to feature them.
Yeah, that's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com. Look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Coming up, a first-of-its-kind program letting people with disabilities test drive support services for free. We'll have those details coming up.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Stock up this month with the Holman Locker and Meat Market's 10-pound sale. Save on pork loin roast, ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More recliners. King Furniture has more Lazy Boy recliners than anywhere else in the Coulee region. Fabric, leather, even lift chairs. Try them all. Sit on this, sit on that. There's plenty here to choose from because it's all about choices, you know. And as always, free delivery. Just try that anywhere else.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
We ask the decision makers what they look for when buying a home. What's in your dream home?
Stuffies. Hot Wheels.
How much does a house cost?
$50. $200. $500,000. A lot.
If you're looking to purchase a home, our experienced team would love to help you find the right financing for your needs. Stop by or call to meet with a mortgage lender today. Riverbank, local banking made simple.
We know how hard your family can be in your home. Relax. We're more than just a flooring store.
We're your partners that can create a home. Last a lifetime.
Our flooring from Sealants is perfect for muddy feet
and waterborne fights.
Sealants Carpeland in Coon Valley. Let us help you find the perfect flooring because our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're the cold weather experts, offering unbeatable deals on the gear and supplies you need to get ready for winter. Like $120 instant savings when you buy 4 Cooper tires. Rewards members save an extra $50. Plus, get up to $100 in additional savings by consumer rebate. Save $100 on this Cub Cadet dual-stage snow thrower and this Shelter Logic garage with zipping door, $200 off. Plus, check out unbeatable toy deals in Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, now open.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our fall bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it. By telling the heartwarming stories with the same consistency and dedication as the difficult ones. And being there when needed, all day, every day. We work hard for this trust, not just because we love what we do, but because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
All right, okay, your day's getting started here. We have cloudy skies. If you're getting out to walk the dog, please be careful out there. A little bit brisk out there. So it's just you may need that extra jacket or a layer just to help you out just a little bit today. And that starts off with the morning hours. By the time we get in the afternoon, it breaks off. Sunshine comes back again in the next couple of days. We'll hold on to at least mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, drier conditions on the way. Then this weekend, rainfall returns, starting a little bit late on Saturday, but coming through all the way through the morning and afternoon going into Sunday. That's about a 50% chance working through the area. Then we get into Monday with drier conditions, and that happens to be Veterans Day. All right, that being said, you take a look, there's a lot of colder air coming out of Canada again by way of course, the Pacific Ocean, and that's ushering in some cooler air and some wet conditions. That's putting down some snow. That's affecting about 5 states today, and that'll bring in some snow for the next couple of days. That being said, it's going to continue to scoot over to our area slowly but surely by the time we get in the weekend. But for now, that's the rainfall that's cutting out of the area right now. You got the drier conditions popping in with cooler conditions coming out of Canada as well. But you also have some of that moisture coming up from the Gulf. You can see it in the red there. It also extending out to the western portion of Kansas. That being said, we take a look here. We look at that cooler air. There's that trough, and that continues to scoot the cooler air across to our way going into Canada. Eventually, we're going to be in the mix between mild and the cool air going into the next couple of days. So our temperatures are going to continue that way as we go to the next few days. But then the mild comes back when we get into some upper 50s. Yeah, maybe even around near 60 degrees in some cases, and that's going to happen. You got the wet air to the cooler air, and that snow starts to try to make its way back, but it's going to get kind of mixed out over the next couple of days. Next week, different story though. We could see some snow potentially, possibly coming into the northern half of our area. That being said, we take a look now, drier conditions with all that moisture kind of getting out of the way slowly but surely. Here are your cloudy skies, and that's going to happen for the next few more hours till we get into the afternoon. Then I'm going to take you back down to the Gulf of Mexico. Look at those temperatures. Yeah, 84 to 85 degrees. That is Hurricane Rafael, a Category 2 hurricane, just about to track right over the western portion of Cuba. We'll give you a better view of that right now. There it goes, boom, right across Cuba as we finish out the day today. Then it was making a track towards New Orleans there, getting down to the mouth of the Mississippi, but it made a little turn because of that trough that's coming down from areas right by from Canada. Well, that being said, you're going to be seeing here getting closer to areas right by Houston, so we'll keep an eye on that over the next few days. Then we kind of lift our way back up from the Gulf and working in the drier air coming right back into Chicago. We had that yesterday with the drier air, but that's over now. That's going to continue to track a little bit more to the east. We've got that moisture in the way of cloud cover still holding onto our area, and the moisture is still tracking right now. We'll keep that going on till the afternoon, then it changes out. We're going to be warming up into some upper 50s to around 60 degrees for the next few days. Normally our temperatures are from 46 to 51 degrees with morning temperatures in the upper 20s to the middle 30s. We're looking right now, we're a little bit above all of that currently, and we'll get into cooler and drier conditions for the better part of the day. Then we'll take you right back into Thursday, holding on to temperatures, yeah, a little bit warmer, a couple of degrees here and there, warming us up to middle 50s. And of course, we're also looking at the next couple of days going right into Friday and Saturday and Sunday, where temperatures in the upper 50s, continuing to middle 50s, upper 50s again. That mini roller coaster bringing in some rainfall for us, with some temperatures coming back up to about Monday, 58 degrees. 70s for you, and then 60s return as we roll right back into Tuesday, into Wednesday with cooler conditions. Back to you.
A local organization is breaking down barriers for people with disabilities by offering them a chance to try before they commit. VARC's new Explorability program lets potential clients test their services at no cost for a full week, and we are joined this morning by Shelby Neubauer to tell us more. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you. Just tell us a little bit, what is Explorability? What is it all about?
Sure, yeah. So Explorability is an opportunity for adults with disabilities in the La Crosse area to come try our programming, our day services programming, our pre-vocational services programming, free, no cost. We can help with transportation. Just to try things out to see if they might be interested.
Okay, great.
Interesting. What inspired VARC to create Explorability?
Yeah, so seeing the gap and knowing that there's folks out there that don't know about VARC and about our services and wanting to get the word out, and hopefully cost not a barrier, and so offering this opportunity for free to come try us out.
Yeah, that's great. You do offer a lot. I'm always surprised. When is this? When is the week taking place?
So it's next week on November 11th through the 15th, and our time frame is 8:30 to 3 o'clock. And folks can try 1 day, 2 days, the whole week, whatever fits their schedules.
Okay, awesome. And so why is it important to let people test these services out before they decide to commit?
Sure. Well, I mean, just like trying anything else out, we want to make sure it's a good fit for that person. We're very person-centered in our services and how we approach supporting our folks. So wanting to make sure that this is a good fit for them and something they would enjoy or benefit from.
Speaking about a fit, how does VARC remove barriers for families that are actually dealing with disabilities?
Sure, yeah. So we're addressing all sorts of barriers that folks might have into gaining, training for employment, pre-vocational services, our day services, skills enrichment. So really trying to support people with where they're at and help break down barriers. Transportation we can help with, scheduling things, what that looks like.
All right. And so what's your hope for the future of the program?
Yeah, so I think just getting the word out, making sure people know what we offer and are taking full opportunity of the things that are available in our community to support folks with disabilities. So we hope it grows. We hope it's something really great, and we hope to see some new faces and support some new folks, and
Yeah, we know you guys do a lot of great work. So how do people sign up? Where do we go to learn more?
Yep, so you guys, if anyone's interested, can head to www.varcinc.com/explorability. That's one word.
Okay.
And that will take them right to a form that they can fill out with their interests, and then from there, once that's submitted, someone can reach out to kind of gather more information.
Okay.
So I'm kind of new here. Where is VARC? Is it just all over the place?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yes, it is all over the place. So we have a location in La Crosse, obviously, but we serve counties all over the state now, mostly southwest, but we have stretched our reach a little bit to the more eastern part of the state recently, which is really wonderful.
And a lot of services, child care, disability services. You guys really have your hands in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, we really, our whole mission is to break down those barriers for folks who might need some extra support, and so however we can help and whoever we can help is what we do. So yep, child care, disability services, employment services, all the things.
Something for everyone. All right, Shelby. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Coming right up on CBS Mornings, the votes are in. We are keeping a very close eye as they continue to be counted. Tony leads our team coverage. He's in Florida. And our battleground state correspondents will not only have the latest numbers, but also what they're hearing from the voters about why it is so important to be part of this democratic process right now. We're also keeping a close eye on election integrity and what's being done to make sure that your votes are secure. And if you need a little diversion, yep, we do, from politics, we've got that too, as we continue to celebrate Yellowstone Week. Actor Kelsey Asbill joins us here in the studio. She plays Monica Dutton on that hit Paramount drama, which is finally back on Sunday. People are ready to see him back on TV. We'll see you 7 o'clock straight up.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale in living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. Take an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years. Plus, all Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
Improving your home, improving your life with new entry doors. Few things in your home get the constant use of the entry door. Older entry doors are often hard to open, hard to close, drafty, cold, ugly, insecure, or all of these things, a source of daily misery. Correctly installed entry doors provide a safety and security for your family. They are easy to operate, provide comfort, and say welcome to family and friends. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for 27 years. They've always taken care of me. But when they asked me to talk to you about their special customer event, Us Days, I said, I gotta get in shape. So they sent me this Hollywood trainer. Oh, this guy's no joke. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Now let's try burpees. Us Days is back at U.S. Cellular. Current customers get $1,200 off any phone, plus $400 off any tablet.
Hey, Dominic here. We always get asked, what do you have for ground pork? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4: Bavarian sausage, breakfast sausage, Italian, and pork. First, you need ground pork, preferably from a local meat shop. Mix in 2 to 3 teaspoons of Please Name per pound, make into patties, and cook thoroughly until done. All 4 of these choices will make great tasting sausage patties, and they're low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And it's time to pig out.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
During the Veterans Day mattress sale at Home Sleep Express, get 10% off sale prices on quality mattress brands Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get free delivery and setup. The Veterans Day sale, going on now at Home Sleep Express.
A critical program helping vets recover from PTSD.
I was going to end up killing myself or someone else anyway.
We're not their first choice, second or third, or sometimes even their fourth choice, but we are almost always their last resort.
Thursday at 6.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and being there when needed, all day, every day. We work hard for this trust because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Welcome back at 6:51. Time for your morning news now. Closing arguments begin today in the Madeleine Kingsbury, or the Adam Fravel murder trial, that is. Winona's Adam Fravel is charged in the death of Madeleine Kingsbury. Fravel declined to testify in his own defense last week after surveillance evidence was presented in court. Former President Donald Trump took the stage in a victory lap in West Palm Beach, Florida last night, and then CBS News called the 2024 presidential race in Trump's favor before 5 o'clock this morning when he surpassed the needed number of electoral votes. Some other races to get to: a tight one between Democrat Tammy Baldwin and Republican challenger Eric Hovde. You see, it's still 49-49. We know that Baldwin has a slight advantage right now, but this has not been called. And in Wisconsin's 3rd District, the race between Republican incumbent Derek Van Orden and Rebecca Cook. These results also pretty tight, but Van Orden does have a 51% of the vote to Rebecca Cook's 49%. We caught up with Van Orden last night, and he was already declaring victory.
I'm very thankful for all the help we got, and I just was talking up here. I want to make sure that Rebecca Cook understands that I'm going to represent her as well as everybody standing in this room at this party. Every single Democrat, every single Republican, Libertarian, independent person I represent in this district, and I'm very thankful that they sent me back to D.C. to do it for 2 more years.
Cook held a watch party in Eau Claire. She has not yet conceded the race. Wisconsin State Senate in District 32, incumbent Brad Pfaff has been declared the winner against Stacey Klein. Key state assembly races remaining in focus. This one is a big one, the 94th district. You see here, it is tied, and there could be a possible recount. Republican Ryan Hipsch says he is considering that option in the race against incumbent Democrat Steve Doyle. This contest played out in one of several districts redrawn under Wisconsin's new politically balanced maps.
the closest race we've seen in the 94th, in the history of the 94th. We've done 35,000 doors. We knocked on so many doors, talked to so many people around this area who are very passionate. And actually, I've been getting texts and calls all night. They're asking me to do a recount, and I'm going to have to look at it. But it is the closest race we've seen in the 94th, and I can't thank oh my gosh, I can't thank them enough.
And turning now to the Senate race in Minnesota, you see here incumbent Amy Klobuchar. She is headed back to D.C. for her 4th term after defeating Republican Royce White. Voters in the La Crosse School District approved that $53 million plan to consolidate schools. That passed by 61 to 39% vote.
I think people recognized through the high school referendum that our story wasn't changing. We still are seeing declining enrollment. We are still seeing financial issues. We are still going to have to do something, and I'd rather close facilities and consolidate and maintain cultures together and communities together than to have to worry about we have to eliminate people. So I think this is just, I'm so glad that we are going in a positive direction with the referendum result.
Under the new referendum, State Road and Hinton will be combined with a new building, and Spence and Emerson will both close.
All right, I can't tell you if you can see this, but this is Hurricane Rafael just about to run over Cuba right there. You can see the western portion of Cuba kind of jutting out from the left of the hurricane. It's a Category 2 hurricane that's going to roll over them within the next few hours. We'll go right into drier conditions as we leave the Gulf and get closer to here. That brown color you see leading right into Chicago, that is drier air that continues to plague our area. We'll lose the clouds, get back into that dry as we go right back in the next few days. Temperatures today will be widespread in the 50s with some low, some low upper to 40s in there as well as we finish out the morning and get into the afternoon. Expect warmer temperatures to come in to take us back into the mild over the next few days, leading into temperatures from 52 to 56 degrees from today to tomorrow, 58 by Friday with rainfall on the way for your weekends.
The ruby slippers Judy Garland wore in The Wizard of Oz are headed to auction nearly 20 years after being stolen by a thief who thought the gems were real. FBI agents recovered the iconic shoes in 2018, and now through December 7th, bidders, including the Minnesota museum they were taken from, can try to bring this piece of movie history home. Yeah, we'll have to see how much they go for. Probably a lot.
There's no place like home.
Yeah, there is no place like home, is there? Especially at 6:56 a.m. It's nice to be at home right now. Yeah, no coffee. Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. We'll have those election results for you all day, so stick with us on air and online, and we'll see you later.